Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I'm going to review for you an oldie but a goodie. I love this deck. This is called Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides Oracle Cards by Stephen D. Farmer, illustrated by Bee Sturgis. Okay, and this is a 44 card deck and guidebook. And of course, Stephen D. Farmer, or Stephen D. Farmer, PhD, is the person who wrote this Animal Spirit Guides book, which I reviewed on my 2 For You book reviews playlist. You can check it out. It's a great book. I love it. Whenever I have dreams about animals, I look it up to see what it means, and this is great. This is like one of my favorite Animal Spirit Guide books. So I definitely recommend that if you haven't seen it and you're interested in Animal Spirit Guides. So this is a 2-piece top and bottom box. This is what the sides look like. And again, this is 2008, and this was published by Hay House when it used to have a subsidiary, Hay House Lifestyles. But they don't, I don't think they have that anymore. But anyway, it was $18.99 in the U.S. And it says, Animal Spirit Guides are spirit helpers in animal form who can provide guidance for questions you have about any aspect of your life. In this deck of 44 cards created by Stephen Farmer, you'll find clear and concise messages from each of the spirit animals represented that will offer you sensible advice on whatever question you pose. Okay, and so on. It goes on about the easy to read guidebook. Okay, so $18.99. Now let me see. Let me grab my receipt because I think I got this one at the half price bookstore. Let me see. No, I mean, I'm pretty sure I did, but I don't have the receipt, so I can't tell you how much it was, but I would say it was $18.99, and then it was probably like $9.99. Okay, so top and bottom box slides off easily. Linen finish on the box. I don't know if you can tell. There's a linen finish on the book and cards as well. So let's look at the guidebook first. So it's a little soft cover. It's a little fat book. There's a picture of Stephen D. Farmer. And here is the Hay House. Yeah, it's Hay House Lifestyles. The book is in black and white. Table of contents. Instructions for working with the messages from your Animal Spirit Guides Oracle cards. General meanings of the cards. All right, so here we go. Instructions for working with the cards. And then preparing a new deck of cards. Storing your cards. Oracle card readings. I would recommend definitely cleansing your cards with either smoke or leaving them under a crystal, a selenite wand, or stick for 24 hours. Variations on oracle card readings. What do I need to know today? What do I need to know about this person? Which animal spirit guide would be best for me to work with right now? Invoking an animal spirit guide. And then it goes to general meanings of the cards. And we'll do a 1-card reading at the end so you can see how the book is written. So for each, and these animals are arranged in alphabetical order in the book. There's a small black and white picture. There's a quote and then a card meaning. So it looks like there's about two sides of a page for each card. Yeah. And then we have associations. And those are key phrases and words. Okay, so it goes that way for all the cards. And we have about the author. And then there's a place in the back for notes, which is always nice. And then publisher information. All right, so very good. Now let's take a look at the cards. And the book again is in alphabetical order. Oh yeah, the inside, both sides of the box is blue. This is what the back of the cards looks like. And they're not reversible. There's no reverse meanings. This is medium weight, but it's linen finish. And I think you can see the texture. But it's really, I like the way they feel. They feel soft. They don't stick together. So we have peacock. And at the bottom, okay, so each card has a blue border. And the name of the card is at the top, and then there's a quote at the bottom. So there's peacock, blue heron, boar, camel, cardinal, cat, chameleon, cheetah, chimpanzee, condor, dog, elk, emu. I was at it. Okay, I have to say this, which has nothing to do with the deck, but I was at the zoo once and an emu stole my camera film. Just saying. Okay, a falcon, goose, gorilla, grouse, honeybee, humpback whale, unicorn. I really like the way these cards look. I think they're really neat. Wolverine, shark, spider, seagull, tortoise, tiger, roadrunner, penguin, kiwi, mouse, manatee, rattlesnake, pueo, which is a Hawaiian owl. Huh. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Pueo, panda, snow leopard, platypus, mountain goat, polar bear, ladybug, meerkat, walrus, octopus, weasel, and zebra. All right, so let's see how they shuffle. They shuffle nicely. They don't stick together. Of course, this is a pre-owned deck, so they may have been well loved, but they shuffle nicely, and they're in great shape. They look like new. All right, so let's shuffle them a few times, and then we'll see what Spirit has to say to you today through this deck. Yeah, I love the way they shuffle. I like the feel of this linen cardstock as well. It's not real heavy. It feels good. Spirit, what message do you have for the viewer today? What message do you have for the viewer today from this deck? What message do you have for the viewer today from this deck? What do they need to know? What do they need to think about? What do they need to pay attention to right now? What message, Spirit, do you have for the viewer? Okay, it is polar bear. All right, there's the polar bear. It says, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. All right, so let me set this up a bit and see, so you can see it a little better when I read the meaning. And again, these are alphabetically in the book. Polar bear, polar bear. Okay, here. When you express yourself from your heart and from a place of power, it's an unbeatable combination. You don't need to growl or bully, nor do you need to fade into the background and deny yourself the opportunity to directly affect the situation. By showing up and being completely present, even when you're simply listening, you're a force to be reckoned with. Ask for what you want and see what happens. Don't get worked up about how it turns out. You may or may not get what you want, but at least your chances are much better if you do ask. As for setting boundaries with others, such as saying no to requests or demands, when you do so, they may respect those boundaries or try to test them. If they do test the limits you've set, stand your ground, be clear, and don't apologize. Approach the situation with the purity and innocence of a child and the focused intensity of a true warrior, one who doesn't speak or act from anger, but from a place of truth and dignity. Know that when you do so, you'll have nothing to fear. And then for associations, it says fearlessness, purity, leadership, powerful, provider, self-control, strength, wisdom, nobility, conservation, intensity, playfulness, and adaptability. So you may want to think about how that relates to your life right now, what you may need to put into practice. Maybe it's time for you to set some boundaries, and maybe it's time for you to stand up for yourself. And like it says, to speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to the outcome. All right, friends, that is my review of Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides Oracle Cards by Stephen D. Farmer. Again, that's a 2008 deck. It's an oldie but a goodie. I like it a lot. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so. We're coming up on 1,000 subscribers, and I can't do it without your help. If you enjoy the channel and you're subscribed, please tell your friends about it. It is completely free, and it helps me out a whole lot. I want to thank you for being with me today. I appreciate you so much more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.